Hello my dear friends, welcome back to our English lesson. Today we're going to learn English all together and I hope you're ready for it. Let's go! When someone says opera, what do they think about? If your answer is a large woman with long blonde braids wearing a helmet with horns, you've been watching too many cartoons. It's a theater piece performed on stage with sets and costumes. Most plays have some music in them between the scenes or in an overture to get things started. But in an opera, the music never quits. Around 1600, a group of Italians came up with the idea of theater with music, all the way through it. Instead of speaking, characters in an opera sing their lines. The real amazing thing about opera singers is that they make huge sounds with their voice, big enough to fill the whole theater without using a microphone. It takes years of study and practice to be able to do that. This was Luciano Pavarotti, a very famous tenor. Tenor is what we call the highest male voice in opera, or we can say the highest natural male voice. The highest woman's voice is a soprano. And this was Monserrat Cabelli. Mezzo is Italian for half. Since opera started in Italy, a lot of the terms are in Italian. A solo in an opera called aria. That's another Italian word. And the meaning of this word is action done by one person alone. Or we can say unaccompanied, a piece or passage of vocal, or instrumental music for one performer. When two people have a singing conversation, it's called a duet. And if there are three singers, it's a trio. Let's listen how it sounds.
Poiché quello che ha da cuore onnipotente va. arrivati avrà.
Opera also has musical numbers for chorus, a large group of singers with no solo. Let's listen how it sounds. An opera is like a play in which the characters sing all their lines. Opera singers do not use microphones. Their vocals are trained and can fill a whole theater with sound without any amplification. All operas have solo singers and an orchestra, and a lot of operas have a chorus too. Operas have been written in many different languages, including English, Russian, and too many others. And now, children, I have some questions for you. What kind of music do you like? When was the last time you listened to classical music? Do you like opera? And why? Do you like any opera singers? Can you name them? Good job. Do you know this woman? She is Zamira Mavlyanova. Have you ever heard this name? Let me try to tell about her. Zamira Mavlyanova is a famous opera singer in Kyrgyzstan. She has been an opera singer for more than 20 years. Let's talk about her life story and how she became a singer. When she was a little girl, she used to behave like a boy. Just think about it. She didn't used to have toys that girls usually play. She used to spend time playing really active games, like running, fighting, and so on. She used to have a lot of pets at home. She used to bring home cats, dogs, birds, all types of animals that she could find in the street. She used to feed and cure them. Now doesn't have any pets at home, unfortunately. She didn't used to think about it when she was a child. Her dad used to be a pilot, and her mom used to be an economist. Their jobs were not connected with art, but they loved listening to classical music. They had really good ears for music and frequently sang pieces of opera at home. They used to have a very big collection of vinyl records and always used to listen to them. They used to live with music, and she still lives with it every day. Once her parents bought a piano, and she used to play music on it by ear together with her sister. And of course, she liked singing too. When she was studying in the elementary school, she used to be the top student in the class. She used to have a brilliant memory and learned everything very easily. But when she became a 7th grade student, everything changed. When she returned to school after the summer holidays, she realized that she had become much taller than classmates, and they started teasing her, and she got different nicknames that really made her feel uncomfortable. More than that, her voice broke and became raspy. She was afraid to speak in front of the class and even started stuttering. Because of being too shy, she stopped answering the teacher's questions during the lesson. As a result, she started getting bad marks at school. When she finished the 8th grade, her parents suggested entering the musical college. 2 years in college helped her to overcome her shyness. She used to work with really great teachers who taught her how to breathe, how to control her voice, and even how to stand. She became more self-confident. Now, she has an own school where people of any age can learn how to sing. She believes that classical music can help people to solve their problems. Classical music opens people's minds and hearts. A person who likes classical music can't do anything bad. On this life story of Zamira Mavlyanova, I have some tasks for you. For each exercise, you have 1 minute to do. And here you have to mark the statements as true or false. I'm going to give you some time for this task. Let's go! Time is up. Let's check and compare your answers. So the first one is Zamira liked playing with dolls is false. Zamira likes animals. True. She used to bring home cats, dogs, birds, all types of animals that she could find in the streets. The next one. Zamira has a lot of pets now. It's false. Now she doesn't have any pets at home. And the next one. Zamira's parents were fond of music. And the answer is true. And even if their jobs weren't connected with art or music, they loved listening to classical music. The next one. Zamira didn't have problems at school. And the answer is false. She had some problems when she returned to school after the summer holidays. She became very tall, taller than her classmates. And they started teasing her, and she got different nicknames that really made her feel uncomfortable. And the next one. Zamira decided to drop out of school herself. And the answer is false. When she finished the 8th grade, her parents suggested entering the musical college. And the next one. Zamira's school is only for children. And the answer is false. In the next exercise, look at the sentence below and answer the questions. So the first question: what period of life does Zamira describe? Present, past, or future? And the next question: did she talk about her habit or a single action in the past? And the next question: does Zamira behave like a boy now? Does sentence show difference or similarities between the past and present? And what form of the verb do we use after used to? So look at the sentence below and answer the questions. When I was a little girl, I used to behave like a boy. I'm going to give you some time for this task. Let's go! Have you finished? Let's check and compare your answers. So the first question: what period of life does Zamira describe? Present, past, or future? The right answer here is past. She describes her past. And the next question: did she talk about her habit or a single action in the past? No, she didn't. Does Zamira behave like a boy now? And the answer is no, she doesn't. The next question: does sentence show differences or similarities between the past and present? Yes, it does. The next question: what form of the verb do we use after used to? Verb 1. Good job. And now, let's do a test about opera and classical music. Also, you have some questions, so let's start now. So the first question is: what is an opera? Have you finished? Let's check your answers. So the right answer here is A. An opera is a musical performance in which the heroes sing instead of talking. So the next question: what is a libretto? And the answer is verbal text of the opera. So let's do the next one. What is an overture? Have you finished? Let's check your answer. And the right answer here is A. An overture is an introduction to an opera. Let's do the next one. What is an aria? Have you finished? Let's check your answer. An aria is solo performance of the hero in opera. Let's do the next one. The composer of the first national American opera, Porgy and Bess, is You're absolutely right. Gershwin. And in what genre there are no works of Chopin? And the right answer here is good job, opera. I hope everything was interesting and understandable, and now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.